What's up? Welcome to week 7. You're doing awesome. You've been putting a lot of hard work in. We're going to talk a little bit more about nutrition this week. So, we talked protein last week, but we're going to talk about something that's really overlooked and very important, and that is slowing down and doing the mind body reset you didn't know you needed for your digestion. In other words, slow eating. Why we want to chew our food and be mindful while we're eating it. Okay? So, let's dive in. Why speed eating hurts us. Okay. So when you eat too fast, here's what's going to happen. And I'm notorious of this. Like, I've been a speed eater since I was a baby. I think I guzzled the bottle faster than anybody. There are stories about me and our family. So I'm guilty of this, but it's something that when I'm mindful of really helps. So don't feel shame. Let's get curious. Let's think a lot about what we're trying to get after here. And here's what happens when you do eat too fast. All right. You miss your body's natural, I'm full. That's number one. So it takes about 10 minutes for your body, for your gut to tell your brain, hey, I'm actually full and we don't need any more. So what happens is if you're eating fast, you'll miss that signal and overeat for about 10 minutes. So I've been there, I've done that, and I've had that feeling of, oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that, right? You overeat without realizing because of this. The second thing is you spike your blood sugar and cortisol more quickly. What this does is it makes our body have to rev up, do a lot more work on digestion, and then have to regulate a lot of things that are causing the body to be stressed. We don't want the body to be stressed. We want the body to be relaxed. So chew your food. If you don't chew enough, right, think of your digestion not starting when it gets to your gut, but when it gets to your mouth. Actually, it really starts before that when you start smelling. Research shows that when we start smelling, we actually start turning on our digestive system. So it's actually really good to smell your food, be slow, mindful with it, and then chew your food. And I know this is really dumb, but research has shown that if you do 20 to 30 chews before you swallow, right, that's really adequate to get more nutrients and to break the food down better so that it's easier to process. So I don't know that necessarily need to count, but one of the good habits I've been practicing and I give my clients is to just put your fork down or spoon in between bites. So instead of holding it and going, take a bite, put it down, and relax, talk, enjoy that bite, and try to really resonate. Otherwise, you're going to have poor digestion, you're going to be sluggish, and you're going to have that nasty bloated feeling. The last thing I would say that a lot of people don't think about is drinking water while eating. You want to really not be drinking sips of water or any other beverage while eating because that's going to promote bloatedness in our guts too. We really want to finish our meal and then have our drink after. And typically, if you're being very, very like strict, you want to even wait 5-10 minutes, I would suggest, before you do that. Now, I'm real. I know that most of us are not going to do that, but I at least think you can try not to drink while chewing your food and wait till the end of dinner. That would be the idea. And then once you started drinking, you know that it's time to stop eating and that you're now in a place of just resting, getting ready for that walk we talked about a couple weeks ago, and relaxing. So, how do we slow down now? And why does that even matter? I would say no screens while eating. Try to be with people. Try to put your fork down. Try to breathe between bites, right? And try to be mindful, and enjoy a meal with people. We're Americans, most of us that are on here, so a lot of us are in a hurry. A lot of people, though, take 2 hours or an hour and a half for their dinners, right? They're taking their time. And a lot of us throughout all of history, human history, that was pretty common in most cultures. So our body in this quick, fast, get food in and get going, our bodies are not used to that. They're not really made for that. We need to slow down in order to give our body what it needs. And you will not regret it. You'll get more micronutrients out of it. You'll feel better. You'll be less bloated. And you'll actually be able to make that tiny little bit that matters, that makes a big difference over time. So be mindful, slow down, chew your food, and enjoy it. I'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about why micronutrients matter.